Because this is my day. I'll do anything. I got my slippers, your slippers, my slippers. Deserting so much more. I wanna cater to you. Yeah, I wanna cater to you. Zooey doo doo doo. Hey, hi, they just like us, Taylor, Lelaine, Kimberly. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Woo woo. Hey, y'all, hey. It's Sunday night. Tomorrow is Monday. Who's got to go to work tomorrow? Hee, I'm on summer break. Ha ha ha. I'm on summer break. Hey, I'm on summer break. Woo! I'm on summer break. Ow. Did y'all know that I cannot get unemployment during the summer because I am a adjunct professor? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? That teachers cannot collect unemployment, but and however, if you're a K through 12 teacher, you can get your paycheck over the course of 12 months. So that y'all see my mother, if she don't get her narrow behind out of the camera, what is she even still doing outside? Oh my God. If it ain't her, it's George in my camera. Did y'all see that? No, we cannot divide our salary up 12 months, Taylor. No, we can't. No, we can't because we are under contract per semester. So let's say I usually will get classes for fall and spring. Summer is up for grabs. If I don't get enough students to sign up for, let's say they open 12 sections and 6 of them will go to a full-time staff, the adjuncts will split up the other 6. Um, so if I, like this summer, I didn't get offered a class for the summer because there just wasn't enough students to sign up for the section. So you can do it yourself. No, in the state where I live, we cannot do it. In other states like California, they have unionized adjuncts, and so their union fought for them to be able to collect unemployment during the times when they don't get offered a class. So that is something that we are looking into as adjuncts in my state because it's just not fair. And the reason why they say that we can't get unemployment is because we sign a contract to work in the fall. So, like, I've already signed contracts to say that I'm going to teach classes in the fall. So, because I did that, it's like, well, you're going to work, and so you're not eligible for unemployment. It's bullshit. Because if my classes don't fill up in the fall, then I won't work in the fall either. Hey, Fox. Yep. So as a result of that, and us not as adjuncts, we're in Pennsylvania where I teach, we're not unionized. And so as a result of that, we don't get unemployment when we don't work. So if they decide not to offer me classes, I'm not eligible for unemployment unless I'm fired. Then I probably could get unemployment. But as it stands, nah, we can't get unemployment. And that's fucked up. Because there are many adjuncts, and not only in my state, but in other states also, where they really be fucked up over the summer months if they don't get, work, or they got to do something else, or they work somewhere else, or some of them back in the day used to get like food stamps and welfare during those months. Welfare is stingy now, food stamps is too, but they would actually be living off of that shit over the summer months because they couldn't get unemployment. Yep. So literally, like for 3 months, you have no pay. No pay. It's crazy. I just thought I'd share that with y'all. The life and times of an adjunct. I must really start. Once I retire, I'm gonna really start talking shit. I really am. Oh, girl, I got so many things I can say. So many things I could say. But I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing right now. But I will soon. Could y'all hit the like button, please? Thank you. I can't believe my mother just walked in front of that camera. Ah! Anywho, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Oh, Taylor, I know what you mean. I do that. Like, I know that I'm not going to work like for 3 months. So I always save like 3 months worth of money. Like my bills. I put that up over the winter because if I don't teach or do something else over the summer, like when I was in doing therapy, then I always had a little office space and shit like that, and I can work. I work maybe more in the summer, take on more clients. But since I have not been doing, I didn't do that this year. On how the street sector started. This is Brown Eye Reacts. Hi, Brown Eye Reacts. How did the street sector start? Let me say this, because I know y'all over there saying that Kiki started the street sector. Kiki did not start the street sector. Kiki named the street sector. The street sector is where we talk about Atlanta street interviews and where we talked about Marcus and his inappropriate sexual behaviors with homeless women. So the sector started, and I just dropped the video, and you can review that video if you want to. And I just dropped the video giving like the overview of how the street sector started. It really I would say that Kiki was one of the first channels to start talking about it. I was talking about it. Kiki was talking about it, and some other channels were talking about Marcus and his behavior and all of that shit. So I wouldn't say Kiki started it, but she did 100%. She named it because we were just saying, Atlanta Street interviews Marcus, Atlanta Street interviews Marcus, and then Kiki said, "Well, no, I'm a call it the street sector," and that's what she did. And once then we all start tagging like hashtag street sector. I believe Kiki named him Mucus, if I ain't lying. I think Kiki started calling him. Somebody started calling Marcus Mucus, and then somebody started calling him the homeless humper. Keep pushing forward. I know that's right. So, John, that's how it started. Octavius Prime and Marcus just argued over it a day ago. I know. What did Octavia say? Did he say that Kiki started it? Did he say she started it, or did she name it? Kiki officially named it the street sector. Kiki did. Kiki called it the street sector. And I was like, bet, that's what we going to do. We going to call it the street sector, because she said, we'll call it the street sector because we don't want to give Marcus that much power. If we call it Atlanta Street Interview Sector, he going to really think it's going to give him too much power. So that's when Kiki said, we'll call it the street sector. And that's what we started to do. But she was one of the first ones. I'm going to say, that if you look at the video I just dropped, there was this channel. It was a guy. He was like outspoken about Marcus, and I guess he must have known some stuff that we didn't know. He was in Atlanta and he confronted Marcus. And Marcus pulled his pow out on him. Yes, John, Kiki named it. And so Kiki saw that. I didn't even know Kiki at that point. I didn't know her. And but then she got an interview with Marcus. And that's when I was like, oh, she got an interview with Marcus. And that's how, she kind of started she got a lot of the exclusives because Marcus came on her channel. And then this young lady, Yaya, reached out to her and said, yo, Marcus met me on the street, and then Marcus and I started having an affair, or we started fucking around. I lived in his house. Then she told us all this shit about Marcus. And that's when it got more momentum, and it just went from there. So I'm going to say Kiki is a founding member of she's a founding member of the street sector reactors. Yeah, I'll say that. And me and Kiki is cool. Kiki, yes, that's it, John. She named it. 100% she named it. 100%. But she always did, in my opinion, she always did fair commentary on it. He just decided, Marcus, I guess, just really got pissed with her because I think Marcus thought he could control her narrative about him. And when he saw he couldn't control it, that's when he got pissed. Yana J, girl, not Yaya. Thank you, boo, thank you, Brown Eye. Yes, Yana J, I'm sorry. I always got Yana and Yaya mixed up. You're right. Yana J, the one he took on this last trip he went on last year, right? The tall one? Right. Yaya is the one that went missing, and I don't know if she still is missing. You're right, Brown Eyes. It's Yana J. I always mix them up. And usually I will put a picture up, but I switched phones and I lost all of my pictures that I had in my storage. And so I ain't feel like going back and finding old pictures and shit. But yes, Yana J. Let me put that in my head. Yana J, Yana J. Yana J, yes. Yana J is the one that reached out to Kiki. What do you think about Sheena Speaks and being his new gatekeepers in lying? Sheena was riding with him from the beginning. Like, Sheena was his, she was a mod for him. And then she was a mod for Sonny. And they fell out because Sonny falls out with everybody. Hi, Canola. Canola, don't come over here with your shit. I know you. Hey, Canola. But Sheena, she started out like kind of on Marcus' side. She started out like on Marcus' side, and then for a short period of time, she fell out with Marcus. Okay, Ken. She fell out with Marcus. but then she was cool with Marcus again. So that's all I really know about her. And that other golden, like, I don't know nothing about her. I know Sheena because Sheena has a channel that I'm aware of. But I think her and Marcus is cool again. I know she went to Atlanta to see Marcus and do a collab with them. So that's all I know about that. But Sheena was one of the people that was kind of on Marcus' side and like cool with Sunny, but then Sunny flipped on her and told everybody her phone number. I remember that. And then they fell out after that. Like when that sector start getting weird like that is when I stop. Let me tell you something. You can look at any of my videos. I always said Marcus is my focus. And that's what I would always tell Kiki on the back end. Stay focused on Marcus. Marcus is our focus. Like, don't worry about nobody else or what anybody else is saying. Focus on Marcus, because if we start worrying about other shit, then Marcus is gonna be walking around like he getting away with shit. And that's not gonna work. I understand. I know who you're talking about. I do and I don't know who you're talking about, but I know that name. I know who you're talking about. I stepped away from the street sector when it stopped being about Marcus, because even for me, I started focusing more on Sunny for a little bit, and then I was like, this ain't about Sunny. Like, in my opinion, me and Sunny fell out because I said that Sunny was a victim, and she didn't like that, and we fell out because of that. But I still say she's a victim of Mucus. That's how, we fell out. But as far as like all the other, there were other reaction channels that came in and it just imploded. It got weird and I was out. I've been in other sectors and when it gets weird, I leave. So that's why I left. But as far as I know, y'all trying to debate that, Kiki named the sector, and I'm going to say she was one of the founding reaction channels that was focused on Atlanta street interviews. And our focus was talking about Marcus' inappropriate sexual behavior with vulnerable, homeless women who were drug addicted, mentally ill, and that he would interview and then ask for sexual favors, allegedly. And around the time when he was on Steve Wilco, I was calling Steve Wilco's show every day. I recorded it. So it wasn't like I was trying to be sneaky. I wanted him to know it was me. He came to the beef sector, then said my name on Big Boy Panel. I'm about to eat more. I heard. And the thing about it is, why is he even roaming around in sectors? Like, you got a big channel. In my opinion, the only reason why he went over there is because he knows that's where Kiki and Octavius came from. He was over there being nosy and trying to find alliances to be against them. He's petty as fuck. That's good info, knowing Kiki Prime is considered she is a founding member. She should be proud. She is. I mean, I know they all cool now, and that's great. But it is what it is. And Kiki was never digging in anything past what we were being told about Marcus. And that was it. The victim came to her and told her the story. She didn't go looking for the victim, meaning Yana J. And then Yana J started turning like, bitch, we trying to help you. Marcus is manipulative and creepy. You do painkillers. Oh, Lord. Y'all don't come over here with that now. Don't do that. But I know people are rehashing all of that stuff. That shit is like 2 years old. I don't know if Marcus is still sleeping with his interviewees. I hope he's not. Because from my standpoint, I was like, Marcus, you're going to keep moving and like you're moving, and you're going to end up getting locked up. You're going to end up bringing back one of these women who are mentally ill, unstable, back to your home, and something bad is going to happen to you. Something bad is going to happen to you. Stop it. I mean, SJ, like, how desperate? That's just somebody who wants some easy pussy. That's all it is. It's disgusting. These women, when he took Monique back to his apartment, Monique had been on the street for days and weeks, mentally ill, sick, probably not bathed, unkept. And you looked at this girl and said, yeah, I'm going to sleep with you. That's what happened. And then wanted her to take a bath in the shower. Child, bye. Okay, kid. Yeah, but Sonny already know what it is. I mean, me and Sonny don't went through all of that. Who officially gave Marcus the name Mucus? I don't know. I don't know. It could have been a subscriber because they also call him the homeless humper. I don't think that was. I don't know. I don't know who called him that. Did Kiki call him the Mucus? I don't remember. I don't know who called him Mucus. I know I call him Mucus. I call him Mucus, and I call him the homeless humper. I thought it came from subscribers though. Sandra, this is old tea. This is about Atlanta Street interviews. Content creator Mucus Marcus. Yeah. It's old tea. It was a sector that I was in like 2 years ago. And now, like, some of the stuff that happened 2 years ago is being brought up again. Marcus needs to stay in his own lane and stop trying to make friends in new sectors because they're going to find out what he's done and they're going to drag him. Damn. Washing off a STD or infection. It sure can. A shower, but in his mind at that time and the way he was living his life, and then he gonna have the nerve. He came online. This is when I knew he was really fucked up. He came online trying to defend and debate with people telling him that you're fucked up, and he was like, "But what about her? She stole one of my edibles." They were like, "She should have never been in your apartment, you dumbass." This was like 2 years ago. She should have never been in your apartment. And then you wouldn't have to worry about her stealing one of your edibles. You better be glad she didn't put something through your heart when you were asleep. What is wrong with you? So ridiculous. And that man has not changed. He just slicker at it. He's just slicker at it. Just the other day, I listened to, because now, like, I'm getting, like, videos are being sent in my for me because I talked about him. So I saw his live and he was talking to Chris. Chris is somebody that's been on his channel, and he just started asking Chris dumb shit like sexual stuff. Like, he can't help himself. Like, Chris was telling him that his roommates were having sex or something. And he's like, when you went in the room, did it smell like sex? Like, dumb shit. I'm like, boy, you is 82 years old. Why are you still talking like this? Could y'all hit the like button? Thank you. Why are people bringing this up and it's happening that long ago? I think they're bringing it up because Marcus went snooping over into another sector, and then the sector found out all his old tea, and and they bringing it up. He's a predator, allegedly. Allegedly. It's one thing, prostitution is prostitution. If you want to go and purchase a prostitute, then you do that. But what you're not going to do is come on Beyonce's internet and act like you are a savior of homeless people, and then on the back end, you trying to get in the back end. That's what you're not going to do. That's what you're not going to do. He's a sexual deviant, in my opinion, Sandra. He's a sexual deviant. Allegedly, because I never did an evaluation on him. But yeah, I know that everybody or some people, like, they cool with him again and all of that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care if everybody go and have a picnic. I don't care. I'm going to be and say what I need to say when it comes to him. I ain't never changed, and I ain't never going to change on that shit. It's period. It's point blank. He is what he is. And I can go on and on, baby. One of your videos, please. You can use it. Now, Canola, don't drag me, because I know you good for a good drag now. I know you good for a good drag. Yeah, well, there's a lot of weirdos in the world, 100%. But as a mental health clinician, I'm not gonna sit and just idly watch someone who's putting themselves in a position where they're saying, "I'ma help you, I'ma put your story out there," and then you turn the camera off, and then you say, "Can I fuck you for $10?" Come on, man. Why they do that? You thought that was cool? You thought that was okay? Nah, it's not. These girls out here trying to figure out their life. Like Sunny. Sunny, it went to Marcus for help. Like, help me grow my channel. She saw this as a way of getting out of poverty, to get her story out there. And only thing he saw during her initial interview was, could you still have sex with no legs? If I could have went through that phone, I would have slung his little 5'2" ass all up and through her house. Just nasty. Just nasty. If they liked it after she said that she had been aped, I couldn't take it anymore. No, you know what took me out, SJ? That, and when several of the women talked about being raped by family members, like their dad, their brother, he said, you didn't like it? He said, you didn't like it? And with one interview, he kept saying it till the girl finally said, then he was like, didn't you orgasm? You had to like it. That right there, I was like, this man he's a sexual deviant right in front of our eyes. He saw nothing wrong with that line of questioning. Nothing. He's disgusting. Disgusting. And he should be. Oh, believe me, I was calling all up and through Atlanta. Believe me. And everybody was like, it's nothing you could do. It's nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. They're adult women. If they decide to do that, it's nothing you could. Y'all look who come. Y'all look in the camera. Look at George, y'all. Is that George? Look at George. Y'all, I got a camera to put around George's neck. Oh, that ain't George, because George don't have white legs. Who in the hell is that? Anyway, y'all, I got a camera I'm going to put around George's neck so we can see where George be at when he be missing for several days. Did you watch the video he took down real quick of the girl in his apartment? Which girls? The ones that lived in his old building? Because I think he moved. He done took down a couple things. Remember, he was in his van. Then we got a van or a truck. What is that? A Jeep. He was in his Jeep riding around with a bunch of young girls. They hanging out the car, dancing and singing, just looking dumb as fuck. What's in the tree moving around? Shut up! What's in the tree moving around? It could be a snake because the snake's out here. Oh my, you have to let me up to talk about it. I can't. I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on regular YouTube. Yeah, he's done a lot of inappropriate things right on camera. And I think if the street sector didn't start and really started to talk, like say like this is wrong, this is inappropriate, you're fucked up. This man, I'm telling you, it would have got very ugly for him. I think he would have ended up in a bad situation, and it would have been at the hands of one of the women. Hi, Sonia. And unfortunately for one of the women, they would end up going to jail by something they did to his dusty ass. On the left side, girl, where? Let me see. I'm looking in the camera with you. Girl, it could be a snake. It could be a wild turkey. It could be a duck. Woo! It could be anything, baby. And the bad part is, my dad had so many booby traps in this freaking yard that we don't know where these booby traps are. And child, he done went to glory, and he could at least tell us where all the booby traps are, so we don't end up in one of these trees. There was a chick in his apartment that was playing with his junk, and he said he was hung, and it was up for 10 minutes, and then oh my Lord, girl, I ain't hear about that. Where is this all taking place, Sandra? In Atlanta. It's in Atlanta. That's where he does his filming at, in Atlanta. Girl, I'm looking in this tree right now. Ew, TT, don't, ew, he's disgusting. And it's sad, he ain't a bad looking man. But you know what? He don't want to put in the work for a real relationship. He don't. And he's cheap. He's very cheap. So he'd rather get $10 coochie than going through a honorable prostitution an honorable prostitution ring and buying a woman who's had all her shots and free of venereal diseases. Now you got to pay $350 for her coochie. You know, but you know what you getting. No, he want $10 coochie. The girl ain't took a bath in 2 weeks. All that type shit. It's definitely some mental situation. Now, I said that I don't diagnose Marcus multiple times. You know. But he said he in therapy, so I hope he working on himself before he end up like R. Kelly, child. Before he end up like R. Kelly, because R. Kelly never thought he'll go to jail. You just can't do anything to anybody. That's not the way the world works. You cannot just do anything to anybody and expect that's going to be okay. It's not okay. Yes, he does. He's very much like rest in peace to, y'all know who I'm talking about, the one who died on top of a prostitute. The one that always was telling women that they was a 2 and a 4 and a 3, and that these women can't, Kevin Samuels. And meanwhile, he's in a bar and picking up random bitches and taking them back to his house, and then they die on top of him. That Kevin Samuels, who didn't even have enough money in his bank account that his family could even bury him because he was financially ignorant and illiterate, but he was telling everybody else how to get their money up. Yeah, that one. Child, please. Whose house am I at? My people. There's been some weird shit going on in the tree. In that tree, child. Girl, let's get closer to the tree. Shit. Y'all want to get closer to the tree? I'm telling you what could be in that tree. Oh, I think I see what you mean. Hold on. Hold on. Now you right in the tree. I don't see shit. I don't see it. Now y'all gonna make me turn around and hit George and smack him up his ass. Hold on. Now we're in the country. You know how it is in the country. It's a squirrel. I don't think squirrels come out this late. There's a lot of wild turkeys out here, and the turkeys sleep in the trees because if they stay on the ground, they might get something gonna eat them. So at night they go up in the trees. But the turkeys really don't come on this property because my dad used to shoot them. So they don't really come over here. But now that they know my daddy gone, they might be trying to come over because they know my daddy ain't here no more, bastards. I don't think it's a squirrel. Child, they go to Treehouse. Remember the treehouse that went viral? Oh, if you follow me on TikTok, they go to Treehouse over there. Because I was telling people that there was a homeless lady living in the treehouse, but it was really just my sister. She was painting it and redecorating it for her grandkids, and the video went viral. And Fox News reached out to me, CNN, and a television producer reached out to me because they wanted to film a show. And I had to tell them it was a skit. I had to tell them it was. Oh, wait. Y'all, here go my sister. Look at my sister, y'all. All right, well, now I'm going in the house because she here, and now because y'all don't got me scared. Oh, my God, y'all. Yup. They all reached out to me. And so I said to my sister, I was like, yo, let's just play along with it. Let's just play along with it. She was like, I wish the fuck I would. Here are broke for real and cheap. And people really, I know a lot of people struggling. I know people struggling. I know celebrities in general too, especially the black ones, are struggling because of the way they be on TikTok begging for a goddamn galaxy and shit. I said, these motherfuckers is really over here on TikTok all day and night begging. Hey, Miss Vest, begging. Begging. I was like, everybody down bad. Y'all should have saw that big ass bug. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to go. Because y'all got me thinking something is in this tree. And when my sister walking in, okay, my sister, I'm about to walk in with her. Bye, y'all.